The town of Morrows End had an unnerving attraction, the Blackwater Inn. An ancient edifice built along the enigmatic Blackwater Lake. Rumor was, guests checked in, but didn't always check out. Melinda, a curious travel blogger, made reservations, hoping to boost her page views with a gripping tale. Upon arrival, the inn's grandeur struck her. Its Gothic spires piercing the grey sky, with the black waters of the lake mirroring its every detail. Mr. Thorne, the innkeeper, greeted her. A tall, gaunt man with an almost unnatural stillness. He handed her a vintage key with a number, 13. Best views of the lake, he whispered, his voice resembling the distant echo of a forgotten memory. Melinda's room was a time capsule, velvet draperies, a canopied bed, and an ornate mirror, reflecting the restless waters of the lake. As night approached, the lake grew darker, its waters still. Melinda decided to pen her first impressions, but as she wrote, she felt observed. Glancing at the mirror, she noticed a silhouette standing by the lake. Thinking it was another guest, she didn't pay much mind. However, night after night, the same silhouette appeared, always standing at the exact spot, staring into the waters. Intrigued, Melinda decided to approach it. The next evening, as the sun cast long shadows, she approached the lake's edge. But there was no one. Confused, she looked back at her room's mirror from the outside. Reflected in it was the silhouette, now standing right beside her, though she could see no one. Horrified, she sprinted back to the inn. As she locked her door, her room grew cold. She turned, and the mirror now reflected the inn's hall, with countless silhouettes standing, staring directly at her. Panicking, she sought out Mr. Thorne. He listened patiently and then began recounting a tale from a century ago. The inn, he started, was once a mansion owned by Lord Blackwater. He was obsessed with the occult and believed the lake held a portal to another realm. One fateful night, he and his cult followers formed a circle around the lake and performed a forbidden ritual. It said their reflections detached from them, trapping them between realms. Melinda, skeptical yet fearful, listened as Thorne continued, the souls are trapped in the mirror, while their reflections seek to pull someone into their place. Realizing the gravity of her situation, Melinda decided to leave at dawn. However, as night deepened, she heard soft, echoing whispers calling her name. Drawn to the mirror, she saw her reflection, which now moved independently. It gestured for her to come closer. Hypnotized, Melinda was inches from the mirror when a knock jolted her. It was a local, Mrs. Havisham, who'd noticed the lights in room 13. I had a feeling someone was in trouble, she said. That room and its mirror are cursed. Together, they devised a plan. Using Mrs. Havisham's knowledge of the occult, they performed a ritual, hoping to appease the restless spirits. As they chanted, the room grew colder, and the mirror turned pitch black. Then, as abruptly as it had begun, it ended. The mirror now only reflected the room, the trapped souls seemingly at rest. Grateful, Melinda left the inn at first light, vowing never to return. Yet, the tale of Blackwater Inn became her most read blog post, drawing many to Morrows End. Years later, an old mirror from Blackwater Inn would appear in an antique store, its price tag enticingly affordable and its legend forgotten. Waiting for its next unsuspecting victim, the mirror's dark allure remained undiminished.